Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We are now joined by, the award-winning artist Kristel Bechara, who is also the first ever Arab female artist to get into the NFT world with her paintings, making waves in the world of cryptocurrency. Welcome to the Dubai show.
Hi, Casey.
How are you? Thank you for coming.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm excited to have you on the show because we had an interview before, but it was way back in COVID times, and it was on Zoom. You were talking to me from your studio.
Yes, and
times have changed.
Yes, I was working on my Psychomakia collection. So actually, I painted 26 paintings during the pandemic.
Wow.
For around 11 months, yeah.
Non-stop. And since then, now you even have a show. So it was you had that time to, I guess, create.
Yes, to create, and I've done a dance of colors. It's now running in the DIFC until the end of September. And it has part of Psychomakia. Most of the paintings are also displayed there.
Interesting.
So with the Psychomakia and the traditional painting, I jumped into creating NFTs.
Yes.
Yes, and now this is another series, which is Beauty in DeFi. And it's all around the crypto world and the language they have. So I created now I have 21 artworks listed on Foundation, and these are only available as NFTs.
Okay, you're going to have to take us way back because first of all, you're the first Arab female artist to do this, but we've talked a little bit about NFTs before, but I still think I need to understand them. So could you explain what an NFT actually is?
So the NFTs, I think of them as smart contracts, and every NFT, it represents a digital asset. So, for example, I create digital art as well. Not only so I paint with acrylic on canvas, and I also draw digitally. And I used to before print them on canvas to have something physical to show it to people. And somehow people would think that digital art is somehow less in value than the traditional paint. But with introducing NFTs early on, NFTs, they've been around for 2 years, 3 years. But then beginning of this year, there's a hype around NFTs. Artists started adopting this technology because we understood the benefit of NFTs. The NFTs are smart contracts, which give digital art, which usually is online. You can save it and it's replicable because it's digital. Now we can have a proof of ownership. So with this NFTs, think about it as a contract. It's a proof of ownership for any collector who wants to buy this digital art. So now this digital art is unique. So
and there's so much hype, really. Yes. So in terms of internationally, before you started doing it here, who started doing it big time internationally that got the hype kind of rolling, do you think?
It started with Beeple's artwork because Christie's auctioned it, and then it went.
Christie's auctioned an NFT.
Yes.
Okay.
And starting that, it was in February, and then the hype started. In March, I started listing my NFTs as well.
It was fast.
I was super fast. In February, actually, in December, I started researching NFTs and what this technology, gives and how I can adopt it. And I started accepting cryptocurrencies on my website as payment. So if anyone wants to buy any of my work, whether it was digital printed on canvas or acrylic on canvas, they can buy it with cryptocurrency.
And is there a lot of people who do that? Like, what's the kind of balance between paying cash, which obviously is the traditional way, or using crypto to buy?
So I have collectors who commissioned paintings, painted, but actually they paid fiat money, regular money, but they
What do you call it? Regular?
Fiat.
Fiat, is that regular money?
Yes,
okay.
it is.
Have you heard that before, have you?
And,
regular people's money.
Yeah. So I created NFTs. They wanted the NFT for this because it builds provenance. You have this token number, you see who created it, the date. So it's a proof of authenticity. It builds a provenance. They can list it again for selling. So if they sell it again, I get also royalty fees. So it's beneficial for both of us, for the collector and for the artist. It reserves our rights. We have royalty fees. Before we didn't have that with the traditional world in real life. So yeah, you were asking me. I have 21 artworks, NFTs. I sold 19 of them.
Wow.
The latest ones are now listed on Foundation. I listed them this week. But yes, whenever I just list one artwork, it sells within hours. So
Amazing.
there's quite a hype around this, and because I'm using obviously it's my style. I'm an artist. I'm not just creating any design just to create NFTs. So I have a message behind my paintings, my artworks. These are digital. The physical token, if the collector wishes to have a physical token, I'm printing them on transparent acrylic sheet with a metal frame, so it's nice to hang. It's a trophy. Whoever comes in, they will know this is not a traditional painting. This is not, it is an NFT. They will know it's an NFT, and this is what collectors are looking for.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about the digital world be friends with the art world? So I can see the benefits for you as to why you would jump into it, but is there kind of a traditional school of art thought that aren't kind of jumping onto the NFT bandwagon?
They have to. Eventually they have to. It's not, it's not a zero-sum game. There's no one's gonna win over someone, so they will both coexist. And eventually a lot of galleries now are adopting creating NFTs, not even galleries, and then you have fashion designers, they are creating NFTs, and there are talks in science, medicine, creating NFTs. So it's not, the thing is, it's a new technology. This is the first stage, it's the beginning of this, and it is like digital art. It works for us, so this is like we needed this. We didn't have a market before to sell our work. No one can own a digital art before. Now they can. So this is a first for us. This is why we adopted it quickly as artists, as digital art. It was needed, but eventually I think NFTs will be for any other asset, not just art.
It's interesting. So it's the future. So if we're finding it confusing now, we need to get on that train. Talk to us a little bit about your art, because I know we've spoken before about the messages, and with A Dance of Color, which is showing now, what is the inspiration behind that?
So A Dance of Colors, it's a combination of many series. It's a celebration of life, especially after the pandemic. I wanted to have something fun just to display my work. Usually my work, they all have positive messages behind. Strong and deep, sometimes stories. I like to create stories around my work. You can tell from how I play with black and white, and then the clashing colors and the patterns on one part of the painting. So it balances them. There's a lot of contradiction and a lot of positive messages out of these. Yeah.
And it's showing down in DIFC.
DIFC Gate Avenue, yes.
And was it interesting, I guess, being in lockdown for so long and then to have a show? Were you apprehensive about people coming? I guess, like, to encourage people to get out of the house. Be like, look, you can do something different. It's a little bit social distance. It's a nice thing.
It's nice. Actually, I postponed this show a couple of months, but then I was happy. I've done it in August. I've done the reception also, and then the people, they want to go out. We want to see the art physically. We want to mingle and talk about our people love art, and then when they read the stories, and it's always nice to see how they look at my work, what they take from it. So it was really nice. I was very happy to have this solo show finally after a year of waiting.
What is, I guess, the art scene like in Dubai? Do you see a lot of familiar faces? Do the shows take place in similar places, or is it quite unique and spread out?
Yes, actually, the community here is really nice. It's growing, and it used to take. There are places like Al Serkal, DIFC, and Al Koz now. So there are places where the certain events always happen, and we wait for that for months. It's the scene is growing. Dubai offers a lot of opportunities, a lot of events happening, a lot of exhibitions. Yeah.
What's big on the art schedule this year that you're looking forward to?
So there's unfiltered actually. It's in November. And
where is that?
It's here in Dubai Harbor. It's 24 to 27. And then there's World Art Dubai, but that's in April. In Dubai, there's also Art Dubai.
Yeah.
It's in October. It's not October or November.
I'm not sure.
November. And there's World of Fashion. I'm taking part of that in
Interesting.
October. Yes, they are adding like art, technology, and fashion. Is
amazing.
Yeah.
So a lot of big events before the end of the year.
Yes, October is full.
And you'll have an exhibition at.
And my exhibition is still running. It's still September.
And at World of Fashion, you'll have an exhibition there.
It's not an exhibition. It's a one day. It's a talk, and then my NFTs will be on display.
Amazing.
Yeah, that would
so
be
cool.
Nice. Yeah.
If people want to, I guess, see more of your work, how can they do that?
Or
get in touch with you.
Yes, definitely. And my website, I have all my work on my website, the NFTs, the limited editions, and the physical paintings, acrylic paintings, originals. Yeah.
Amazing, guys. If you want to buy a piece of art from the first ever Arab female artist to get into the NFT world, you can do so. Get in touch. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you every single weekday morning, same time, same place. Stay safe, wash your hands. We'll see you then.
Wash your hands.